Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with uses of oxygen. You have already studied that oxygen is a life-supporting gas. Nearly 21% of the atmospheric air contains oxygen. First and foremost, respiration. So oxygen is a life-supporting gas. It is necessary for respiration. In respiration, living organisms take in oxygen that reacts with food to release carbon dioxide, water vapor, and energy. Now, during the process of respiration, let us take a quick look at the chemical reaction taking place within the cells. Glucose, C6H12O6, it gets oxidized by oxygen to give you carbon dioxide, water vapor, and energy. Now, oxygen cylinders are used by firefighters, deep sea divers, miners, etc. for the purpose of respiration. Next one is burning. When you burn maybe a petrol, diesel, let's say kerosene oil, wood, you need oxygen. So oxygen is necessary for the burning of fuels to produce heat and light energy. Now, let us take a quick look at the chemical reaction taking place. Let's say you are burning coal or coke in oxygen air. It gives you carbon dioxide, heat energy, and light energy is given off. So these are some of the few important uses of oxygen. Now, in medical purposes, especially oxygen is used in hospitals. You'll see a patient, suppose if he's having breathing problem, then he's being given oxygen. So in hospital, oxygen filled cylinders are used to give oxygen to patients suffering from respiratory problems. Now, what is carbogen? A mixture of 95% of oxygen and 5% of carbon dioxide is called carbogen, is given to the patients to stimulate natural breathing. Next is for welding and cutting purposes. You have heard oxy hydrogen flame. You might have heard about oxyacetylene flame. Both these, they are used for cutting and welding purposes because it produces plenty of heat energy on combustion. The burning of a mixture of oxygen and hydrogen produces a flame with a very high temperature, about 2800 degrees Celsius, known as oxyhydrogen flame. What is it used for? It is used for cutting and welding of metals and glass. Then, burning acetylene with oxygen produces a very hot flame, about 3200 degrees Celsius, called oxyacetylene flame. Now, this oxyacetylene flame is used in garages, even in workshops for cutting and welding purposes. Now, number 5, for removing impurities. Oxygen is used in the steel industry to remove impurities such as carbon and silicon. So, the impurities associated uh, with steel, what are they? Carbon and silicon. Number 6, in the manufacture of chemicals, pure oxygen is used in the manufacture of nitric acid. The chemical formula is HNO3, and sulfuric acid, which is H2SO4. And last of all is oxygen is used as a rocket propellant. Okay, that is LOX. Liquid oxygen is used as a rocket propellant as there is no oxygen in the outer space. Now let us take a quick look at the oxygen cycle. First try to understand and then memorize it. Water. It contains the element hydrogen and oxygen in the ratio of 2:1 by volume. Now, water is utilized by green plants in the process of photosynthesis. During the process of photosynthesis, the green plants, it gives off which gas? Oxygen gas, which is supposed to be a life-supporting gas. This oxygen is utilized by all living organisms for the purpose of respiration. So during respiration, what do they give off? Water and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is utilized by green plants during the process of photosynthesis to manufacture food, and food is in the form of glucose. Glucose is oxidized during respiration to give carbon dioxide. Thus, on respiration, what are you getting? The glucose is being oxidized into carbon dioxide and water, and energy is evolved. So this process of how oxygen is formed in the atmosphere, okay, is a cycle which we call oxygen cycle. Is that clear? So the circulation of oxygen in the nature is called oxygen cycle. So please learn it. Try to memorize this sketch, both oxygen cycle as well as nitrogen cycle. Thank you.